Psalms chapter 18. To the enduring one, to the servant of Yahweh, to David, who worded to Yahweh the words of this very singing in the day when Yahweh had overshadowed him, away from the hand hollow of all his enemies, and away from the hand of Saul. And he spoke, I have mercy with you, Yahweh, my hold. Yahweh, my crag and my hunting castle, and my deliverer, my El, my rock, I take shelter in him, my circumprotector and horn of my salvation, my overtop. The praised one, I call to Yahweh, and out of my enemies I will be saved. The enmeshings of death besnorted me, and whirlbrooks of infamy frightened me. The enmeshings of Sheol encircled me, snares of death came before me. In my afflictions I called to Yahweh, and to my Elohim I save called. He heard my voice from his temple, and my save call to his face came in his ears. Then the earthland waved and shook, and the foundations of the mountains quaked and wavered to and fro, for his snort flared him up. Smoke went up in his snortings, and fire ate out of his mouth, glowing coals consumed by him. And he stretched out the heavens, and he descended, and whether murkiness was under his feet. And he drove along on a cherub, and fluttered and hovered on the wings of the spirit wind. He set darkness as his secretness, round about him his hut, darkening of waters, thickets of clouds of the ethers. Out of the brightening present to him his thicket of clouds passed by, hail and glowing coals of fire. And Yahweh thundered in the heavens, and the uppermost gave his voice, hail and glowing coals of fire. And he sent forth his arrows, and dispersed them, and there were many lightnings, and he stirred about them. Then the compellers of waters were seen, and the foundations of the land of confusion were unveiled by your rebuking. Yahweh, by the breath of the spirit wind of your snorting. He sent from the high place, he took me, he has drawn me out of many waters. He overshadowed me away from my strong enemy, and from those hating me, for they were firmed up more than I. They came before me in the day of my calamity, but Yahweh became a lean to me, and he brought me out to a widened place. He freed me, for he had pleasure in me. Yahweh requites me according to my righteousness. According to the cleanness of my hands, he brings back to me. For I have guarded the ways of Yahweh, and I did not wickedly act away from my Elohim. For all his judgments are to my presence, and his statutes I do not turn away from me. And I became an immaculate one beside him, and I was guarded away from my deviance. And Yahweh has brought back to me according to my righteousness, according to the cleanness of my hands to the presence of his eyes. With the favorer you favor. With the immaculate mighty one you come wholly to an end. With the transfigured one are you transfigured, but with the perverse you wind. For you save the humbled people, but high eyes you lower. For you enlighten my shining lamp. Yahweh my Elohim cause to brighten my darkness. For in you I run against a raiding band, and in my Elohim I leap, a harnessment. The El, immaculate is his way. The speaking word of Yahweh is smelted out. He is a circumprotector of all the sheltered in him. For who is Eloah without the testimony of Yahweh? And who is a rock save our Elohim? The El, the one girding me with armedness, and he gave immaculacy to my way. The one putting my feet to equability, like the feet of the she-rams, and he makes me stand on my knolls. The one teaching my hands for the battle, and he swoops down with my arms the bow of copper. And you gave me the circumprotector of your salvation, and your right hand does regale me, and your humility does increase me. You have widened my steps under me, and my ankles did not wobble. I pursued my enemies and overtook them, and I did not return until they are finished. I splintered them, that they were not able to rise. They fell under my feet. And you girded me with armedness for the battle. You caused to bow under those uprising against me. And you have given me the nape of my enemies and my haters. I tarned them. They save called, but there was no Savior unto Yahweh. But he did not answer them. And I triturated them as the dust to the face of the spirit wind, and the mire of the outside streets I emptied them. You have delivered me out of the strifes of the people. You placed me to be head of the nations. A people whom I have not known more closely, they serve me. As hearsay of the ear, they are heard of me. The sons of the alienists deny regarding me. The sons of the alienists are loathsome, and they accept themselves, coming out of their seclusions. The living one is Yahweh, and blessed is my rock, and the Elohim of my salvation is heightened. The El, the giver of revengements to me, and he will be word people under me. My deliverer out of my enemies. Indeed, you heighten me away from those uprising against me. Away from the man of violence, you overshadow me. Therefore I thank you among the nations, Yahweh, and to your name I will psalm. The one ingratiating the salvation of his regent, and doer of favor to his anointed, to David, and to his seed until the eon.